Sorcerers! Josh here. Was meaning to do this video at the end of 2024 and just didn't happen. Lots of different changes, holidays, things happening in my personal life. So this video just didn't get made. So I'm making it now. I finally collected my thoughts and decided to try to put this together. I've reflected a lot over the past few months over the channel, why I created it, why I'm doing it, and if it is adding value to the sorcery community. A lot of folks are very vocal that I do not add value to the sorcery community. Everyone has the right to their opinion. I admit, my videos are often critical of Eric's Curiosa. I mean for them to be constructive, but perhaps people don't see it that way. I want sorcery to continue for years to come, and I don't necessarily agree with many of the decisions that they have made. And you can see that throughout the history of the videos that I have made. In addition, I don't do this for profit or money or infamy. I do it because I like sorcery, because I enjoy the game, and I thought this would be an entertaining thing to do on the side. I really didn't expect that I would end up, in some individuals' eyes, becoming the doomer of sorcery. Even though I don't know, especially recently, I know recently, that I haven't ever said sorcery is going to die or sorcery is going to end. Now, I do think that the decisions that Eric's Curiosa's team is making is probably going to result in sorcery staying a small TCG. It's not ever going to try to compete with any of the big games. That was never the vision. The game actually was originally described as being boutique, that it's a small game for people to have fun with at home. That was what Eric's Curiosa set out to make. And many of us, myself included, wanted and want more than that. I want sorcery to be something that I can see in any store, in any major metropolitan area that I go to. I want it to be there, to be on the shelf. I want there to be communities that I can go visit throughout the area that I live in. And I travel to several states quite frequently. So I want to be able to go to those states. And I want to be able to see people playing sorcery. That's what I want. I want there to be major events like the Quarterson Cup and Sorcery Con. I want to see those types of things. And Eric Curiosa has indicated that they do really enjoy those large events. They love seeing the community. And they are pivoting to try to provide some support to those communities that want that competitive level of play. So I think that my videos and what I've done in relation to sorcery has hopefully led to some of that change, has hopefully resulted in those of us who want more from sorcery than just a game that we play at home, the game that we can play with other people who want to enjoy it competitively. I hope that my videos have led to some of that change. That being said, I'm not going to change the way I do things. If I see something that Eric's Curiosa is doing that I think I wouldn't do that, or I think that could be done better, I'm going to talk about it. I don't think there's any reason not to. constructive criticism is good. So if you're a person that can't take any type of criticism, when a person is trying to say, hey, have you thought about trying this or doing it this way? This could save you time. This could save you money. This could save you whatever. If you're not a person that can look at that and say, I don't care what you think, and you don't want to try it and you think that that's offensive, my channel's not for you. And that's okay. You don't have to watch these videos. I really don't mind. I'm doing this for my enjoyment. End of story. I don't ask for your money. I don't have a Patreon. I don't have any type of gimmick. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just making these videos because I enjoy sorcery. I enjoy the community. I want the game to last. And if, for some of you, that is offensive, that I would ever dare suggest that maybe they could do something different, and that could result in a positive outcome for the game, all I can say is, I don't know what you expect out of any channel tied to any game. Because every channel I watch talks about, what if they had done this or they had done that? This could have been done better. These are criticisms of what has happened and how they could improve. That's what all these channels are. So it's very interesting to me how many people have said, I am a doomer. I am a doomer. I want sorcery to die. When I don't believe sorcery will die. I've never really thought that because of Eric's involvement in the game. He has money. He has resources. He can continue the game. That's all that he has to do, is just continue the game. And he can do it as long as he wants to spend the money on it. It doesn't matter if there's 2 players or 20,000 players or 200,000 players. If he has the money to spend, he can keep on making the game. And so the game will not die. I have made a video talking about how that is one of the things that attracts me to sorcery. Because I know that as long as Eric wants to make this game and spend the money to make this game, it will be around. I have never been a part of a game where the manufacturer can be like, if I don't make money, yeah, it's fine. Now, obviously, I'm sure Eric's Curios wants to make money. But for most trading card games that I've been a part of, if that set doesn't make money, if they're not making money regularly, things are going to go downhill really, really fast, and the game's going to die. I have played more dead trading card games than I care to even think about. I was most active in trading card games in the late 90s, early 2000s, and they were born every day and died every day. I have seen so many trading card games come and go. I worked at a card store. I literally did that in my early college years. I promoted all sorts of games that eventually died very quick deaths in just a couple of years' time. I loved a lot of those games. But of all the games that I dealt with, no game really had the type of financial backing of someone who's like, I'm doing this for myself. This is a game I want to make, and I'm willing to spend the money to do it. Profit be damned. Now, maybe Eric doesn't think like that, but it sure does sound like maybe that's his thing. He's okay with spending money that he may not make a profit on. I'm sure he wants to, but it's not necessarily the end goal. And that's why, and I will state this definitively yet again, I do not believe sorcery will die in the near term. Eric will continue to make sets. People will continue to play the game. My concern is how many people are going to play the game. I'm hopeful that the pivot that was mentioned in the year-end wrap-up will result in more support for competitive events that will grow the player base and expose the game to more people who will pick it up, whether casually or competitively, or somewhere in between. I want Sorcery to grow. I want it to continue to exist. I want to be able to buy more paintings, which I can't afford a bunch of them, but I have a few, and I really enjoy that aspect of Sorcery. It's not something I've ever experienced in any of the other trading card games that I've been a part of. So it has been very enjoyable to engage in that part of the hobby as well. And I think for a lot of people who are a part of Sorcery, this is the first time where a lot of them have been like, yeah, let's do some of the art. Let's spend some of that money. I just don't see that often. You know, when I was in Magic, even altars weren't really that big of a thing. Granted, that was a long time ago. It just wasn't something that people did like they do now. People who have whole careers making altars just didn't exist when I was in trading card games the heaviest. Or if it did exist, I sure as heck was not aware of it. But now I am. And the combination of playing Sorcery, of judging Sorcery events, and engaging in the art side of the game has been very exciting for me. And I have enjoyed it immensely. And I imagine that I will continue to do so. But that isn't going to change the way I run this channel. This isn't going to change me occasionally making a video saying, what is going on? Why is this happening? Or why didn't this get done? Or why wasn't it done this way? That's not going to happen. I'm going to keep making those videos. That's just who I am. I enjoy making them and seeing what happens. I hope that in most cases, I'm fair. I think that I try to be. I'm sure I fail sometimes. I am human. But I try to be fair and say, look, I think this was a big mistake. I'm going to list all the mistakes that I thought Arthurian Legends has. The way it was done, all those things, right? There's all sorts of issues I have with Arthurian Legends, even though I personally think the cards themselves are fantastic. A few are a little overpowered and need to be addressed. But it doesn't change the fact that I love Sorcery and that I want the game to continue. But that's really what I wanted to say, something that I wanted to address. It's funny, even today, I got a new comment. Your doing is what has caused the problems with the current market conditions. I mean, I barely made any videos recently. What is happening? And I know there are other content creators out there throwing stuff out. So maybe my stuff's getting recommended more. I don't know, recommended to people. Maybe you're watching too much Doom stuff yourself and then all of a sudden I'm popping on your screen. I don't know. Don't understand the algorithm. I just make videos. Have a good time. Say what I think. Hope for the longevity of Sorcery. That's what I want. Nothing else. And now, that's it. That's all I want to say. Other than, yeah, the wall's white. The plans. Got something new. It's coming up. This wall. Very excited for what's going to be on this wall. Looking forward to it. Hope you all enjoy it when I unveil it. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Hopefully soon, but you never know. Things get a little bit crazy from time to time. In any case, that's it. Something I just wanted to address, put out there. Hopefully, more of you meet me and talk to me in person. I think that helps a lot of people to see where I'm coming from. If you're just experiencing the videos, you don't get the full Josh experience. And I have found as a person, even outside of Sorcery, that for some reason I am a person that you need to talk to a considerable amount to see where I'm coming from, and then I think that helps. I don't know why that is. I think that's just a weird quirk of my personality. I don't know. Whatever it is. In any case, long live sorcery. And as always, keep on contesting the realm.